Hello guys, welcome to Cooking with Anne. So for today's video, I'm going to make a homemade bread and it will be really easy and really fun to make. So before we get on to the video, don't forget to subscribe, like this video and share it with your friends. Let's get started! The ingredients that we need are, we need some 500 grams of plain flour, 1/4 cup of oil, 10 grams or 1 tablespoon of yeast, a 1 whole egg, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and some hot warm water. And we need some salt. So yeah. So first of all, we need to make a big hole here in the middle. That. After that, we need to put our teaspoon of salt. So I just did it. Remember, if you put salt, put it beside of it, not in the middle. Next, we need to put our 2 tablespoons of sugar. Like on how I put the salt, you will do the same thing. There you go. And right now we're going to pour our 10 grams of yeast and a little bit of water. That's good. And we're just going to mix it with our wooden spoon like that. And let's just wait for like 2 to 3 minutes. So while we're waiting, I just crack an egg here, as you can see. And we're just going to mix. Just a piece of an egg. If you don't have eggs, it's fine. It's not really necessary. But it's more better if there's an egg. So yeah. So after 2 to 3 minutes, it need to look like that, and we're going to pour our egg in the middle. And let's just mix it with our wooden spoon. There you go. And little by little, you need to take some flour beside it. Just little by little on this side. There we go, and let's just mix and mix. So right now I'm just mixing it, and look at that, it looks like that. If your dough looks like that, you need to add a little bit more of warm water. Remember, you need some warm water, not cold or hot. It should be warm. So I'm just like mixing it until I have some dough. If you think if your dough is kind of wet, you know, or kind of touchy, like if you touch it's kind of like sticky, you need to add more flour. You need to add flour. But if it's kind of like this, look at that. Let me show you really good. That you need a little bit more water. So you just like need to check it really good if you need or if you don't. So it's just like mix and mix. But remember, don't like put, if I told you for example the measurement is like a cup of water, you don't have to just like put it directly. You need to put it little by little. So just like mixing this until we have our perfect dough. So while we're mixing it, we need to pour our oil. we go. And just mix and mix it. So guys, first we have here our table, and we need to put, there you go, a little bit of flour in it. And let's put our dough in the counter, our table. Remember, before you make your dough on your table, you have to wash your hands first, and you need to be sure that your table is clean. So yeah, before I start this video, I already washed my hands, so there you go. Just show my hands. Right now we're going to make our dough. So if you haven't made any dough before, so what you need is to do like that, and take your two hands, and take on the side, then fold it. Again, take on the side and fold it. Take on the side and fold it. Get all the flour that we have in there. Or you can do like this, like pull the ones that in the front. This one, pull, push, then again, pull. There you go. And we're just going to mix and fix this. Kind of sticky. So I think we need to add a little bit more flour. There you go, and just mix it. That's how I do it. Do like that, and then take the side. Again, do like that. Take the side. Do like that. Take the side. You need to be sure that when you put the yeast with the water, with some warm water, you need to like stay for like 2 to 3 minutes, because if you don't have any patience, if you just like let it sit for like a second or 5 seconds, nothing will work. And your dough should be really soft. It should be soft. If it's hard, like a rock, it means you didn't put your yeast longer than it should be. So look at that, how soft. You want to see how soft my dough is? So it's like a slime. So we're just going to like mix and mix it. I've been doing this for quite so long, kind of like 5 minutes, I think so. And I think our dough is kind of ready. So let's just do this a little bit more time. As you can see that, how soft it is. Look, when I pull it, oh, and I push it, it's really soft. You can see that. Right now, what we have to do, if it's kind of ready, if you can see, it's ready right now. I'm going to take the side and pull it in the middle, and then take the front and then the back one and pull it in the middle, like so that we can form a bowl. Okay, I'm just like going to do this, or take your 2 hands and grab it and squish it in the middle. Like you need to feel like this is your squishy, so that you can form your bowl. Like that. Look at that amazing dough. So what we have here right now is our bowl where we mix our flour and everything. So you don't have to wash it. It's not necessary, but if you want to, it's fine. And then you need to put some flour beside it. But I didn't wash it because it's okay. So put your bowl, you need to grab your dough and put it in the middle, like that. Put it in the middle and get some handkerchief or something just to cover it up, and put it somewhere it's kind of warm place. So where I live is really cold. Wherever you go is cold. So I'm going to put it, I think, above the above the stove because it's kind of hot there. So yeah, and then we're just going to leave it for like 15 to 30 minutes, and it should be rice and a really big one. And yeah, see you guys later. So what we have here, it's all done. Look at that. So first of all, as you can see, it was kind of like half of the bowl. It's really small. And we're now. So this is how can you tell that your dough is already done if it rise, if it doubles the amount of your dough. So right now, what we're going to do is take some flour and put it on our table. A little bit more. There you go. Now let's take this off. Let me show you. Okay. So let me show you. Look at that. Kind of thick on it. I got use this. Don't need that. And we're just going to put some flour on my hands. That. And let's put it on our table. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take kind of like that piece. Kind of half it, I think so. There you go. Look at that. Oh, okay. It's kind of sticky right now. And what we do that, and okay, it depends on you and what type of bread you're going to make. So what I'm going to do is kind of a rose one. So there you go. That's big. What I'm going. So let's put it in our pan right now. That. There you go. And just going to make some more. So the size of it, it depends on you how big you want it to. Oh, it's really soft. I'm not lying, it is really soft, to be honest. I really love it. So how do I make the circles? Just going to take a base. Okay, I think kind of that big swing, and I kind of fold it like that, as you can see. Like that. Let me show you on the table. Like that, kind of like folding it. And there you go. So the size of it depends on you and how big or how small you want it to. I think this needs more. Wow, I really love the dough. Turns out really good. As you can see, it's really soft. I'm in love with it. It's really good. Remember, if your dough is kind of small, if your dough is kind of really hard, like a rock, you did it wrong. It should be soft. There you go, and I think this piece right now. And yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm taking more. I'm going to try to put a cheese on it. So I'm going to take this. I have here some mozzarella. And I'm going to try a bread with cheese. I don't know if it turns out good or not. So what I'm going to do, just like flat like that. And let's take a piece of mozzarella. I think that's good. Put it in the middle. and take the sides and fold in the middle. That and fold it. Like we're making the bowls. So I'm going to put it in here. And I'm just going to do one for right now because I'm not pretty sure if it's going to turn out good or not. So, okay, let me show you the bowls right now here. There you go. That's how my bowls looks like right now. Right now I'm kneeling because you guys are not going to see me at all. So, there you go. Be sure before you do this, wash your hands again. Okay, always wash your hands. Need to be safe and clean. There you go. And just put it in there. And right now what I'm going to do is maybe stay it a little bit more longer. I'm going to stay it here and put some so I have here. I'm just going to cover it and bring it somewhere that's kind of warm. And it's in the kitchen because wherever you go here in my house, it's really cold. So I'm just going to put it in the kitchen and like stay for like 5 minutes kind of until rise, and then we're going to put butter in it, and then it's ready to go. So see you guys later. So guys, I forgot to show you, but it was already good and ready. So right now it's on the oven. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see that, but let me open the oven. Look at that. They look really beautiful right now. And yeah. Now let me remind you, don't forget, before you put it in the oven, you need to put some melted butter. I don't know if you can see that. You need to brush it, some melted butter on, and you're ready to go. And I'm just waiting for it. You just need to wait for like 15 to 20 minutes, I think so. Kind of 10 to 15 minutes. You need to wait until it's done. And I'm really excited to taste it and how it's going to turn out. I think it's going to turn out really amazing and really delicious. So I'm really excited to taste it. So yeah. So right now guys, I'm going to check if our bread is done. Look at how it turns out. It's really big. You need some toothpicks or a stick and dump it and put it inside. And that it's clean, it means it's good. It's clean. Like, let me check this one. I'm just going to break this. Okay. So let's just put it a little bit more, I think so. That tastes amazing. Okay, I'm just going to put it a little bit more in the oven and yeah. So guys, after that, ready out from the oven. I'm gonna add some. I have this. It's kind of cold. It's really hard to pull it out. So that's how I. Right now, here's a bread. Let's open it. Let's see. Wow, it's really soft. You can see that. This is the cheese one. Look at that. It's really good. How soft is that? Okay, let's try. Okay, this is the cheese one. It's really good. You have to try this one day. It's really good with cheese.